Sundays with Mary.
Hey there, Angie.
Hi.
So this is what. Oh, hold on. There we go. I X'd out the wrong thing. So, Angie, thank you for
Fair.
being here. So, this is the second time I am doing a Sundays with Marys. And for the most part, it is going to be every Sunday, except when I am out of vacation or teaching on the Sunday of a conference. Those are going to be the exceptions. Fair enough?
Okay.
Okay. So, today I
Yeah.
want to talk about gardening. Okay. So, now that I'm like retired,
Yep.
I've I've started gardening in earnest in the last 2 years. Started off with my greenhouse, and I made a lot of mistakes planting in there. And so we're on year two for me, and there's still a bunch of mistakes. Though I fixed some mistakes, I've created new mistakes. So,
Everybody goes through the same process,
yeah,
and those mistakes are just learning. You're learning.
I'm
So
learning.
we've all done it. Like everybody who's ever gardened went, oh, that went horribly wrong. And it's okay. It's okay. We all go through it, and you learn from it, and you do better
Yeah.
going forward.
So I did a little research this year and I started to do some companion planting. Now, the way my garden is, and here's I think we have to also decide is what type of gardening you're going to do. So I have a big, big ass greenhouse, and where I'm going to plant is going to be in my backyard because if it's any place else that I actually have to walk to, not going to do it.
Yep.
Okay. So, but now I also have four little dogs who are going to pee on everything, and I really don't want my vegetable seasons before picking.
Uh, yeah.
So I have big 25-gallon pots that I'm planting in. And I've done some companion planting in there. Okay. And some have done okay. Like I've done garlic with red cabbage, and we'll see how the red cabbage does. It's first year for red cabbage. But my
Okay.
garlic did really good. In fact, I've already pulled it and it's drying so that I can freeze some of it and put the rest of it for storage.
Okay.
Right. My companion planting that was supposed to be well was tomatoes and peppers. But here's the problem. Okay. Tomatoes can take over, and they can take over really quickly to the point where the peppers are not getting any sunlight.
Yeah. Um, Now, with tomatoes, you're actually better off with basil. That's so tomatoes, basil, and marigolds. And the reason for this um, isn't just pest, it's also they just grow better because of what they add. Each plant adds to the soil. So you get like some from this and some from this, and they feed off each other, and it's like a cohesive circle.
I'm
So
taking
tomatoes and basil, huh?
taking I'm taking notes.
Yeah, I actually I have an infographic that I downloaded from Farmer's Almanac. When it comes to gardening, planting, whatnot, um, when it comes to that, Farmer's Almanac will give you more tips than you ever wanted to know. Um, I used to, for years, I would fall asleep with the Farmer's Almanac like every night because I'd be reading it. It would just be like, um, and they have a lot of information on companion planting. So like carrots and onions. So carrots help aerate the soil, which benefit the onions. So you do carrots and onions together. Beans and corn. Um, Beans will grow up the corn, and the corn stalks provide a trellis for them. And then, but the beans put nitrogen in the soil, which makes the corn grow better. So then you have like cucumbers and radishes. So radishes will help aerate the soil, break up the soil. So, and they also deter cucumber beetles. So that's a good mix. And then lettuce, you have your shade plants. So lettuce and tomatoes. So you put tomatoes all around, you put your lettuce in the middle, and then your tomatoes provide the shade. So your lettuce grows larger. So that way they don't
Bolt.
bolt. Thank you. Yeah. So your lettuce doesn't bolt. And so then you have like beets. You want to do your like broccoli, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts, cabbage, that kind of thing. And then so then you have like let's see, green beans, corn, other beans, marigolds, rosemary is great with green beans. Also, lavender and mint are really good with lettuce. Peas, you want to do like beans, carrots, cucumbers, radishes, mint, chives. Avoid putting peas anywhere near garlic or onions. And then you have like peppers. You want to avoid putting them anywhere near beans, any of your like broccoli, cauliflower. No beans near carrots, no beans near, or no peppers near carrots, no peppers near corn, cucumbers, radishes, turnips, mint, chives. Avoid all of those for peppers. So you want to stick to basil, onion, spinach, and tomatoes just for peppers. For potatoes, do not put a potato anywhere near a tomato. Do not, do not, do not, do not. Potatoes here, tomatoes over there. You with for potatoes, you want to do like beans, cabbage, peas, corn, marigolds, horseradish is really good. Um, that's a really good one for potatoes. And if you're gonna do potatoes, do like a potato barrel or a potato bag. So what you do is you put your seed potatoes, right? And there's a door that you open and you can like get the potatoes out without disturbing the plants. So you can harvest and keep your seed potatoes and make them make more. Because if you get in there and keep it aerated and keep your harvest going, it will keep going and it'll keep spitting them out.
So I did my potatoes with onions.
Okay. No real benefit, but no deterrent either.
Okay. All right, so I'm going to be rearranging things next year.
You want to avoid, so if you're going to do squash, like any of the squashes, like zucchini, summer squash, uh, any of the squashes, don't put them near potatoes, cucumbers, or pumpkins. You want to put your squash next to beans, peas, radishes. Peppermint's a really good one. Dill, parsley, oregano, marigolds, any of those.
Okay.
And then for your spinach, stick those next to lettuce, kale. Now, kale, here's the interesting thing about kale. Kale is an absorbent. So if there's anything crappy in the soil, kale will pull it. So you can use kale as like if your soil is crummy and you have a bunch of like too much of whatever, plant kale. Here's the thing, though. It absorbs it. I wouldn't eat it because it's absorbing everything in the, that's
I've
what they
heard
use.
that. I've heard that about like even buying kale in like in the supermarket.
Yeah. So kale is an absorber. So historically, farmers used it to pull out of the dirt. It was a throwaway. That was its only purpose, was basically to clean the soil. So, and then it would go out for compost. Its only purpose was to pull crap out of the soil. And all of a sudden, people started eating it. You're eating the crap that got pulled out of the soil. Stop eating kale. Seriously. I'm like, do you guys not get this? That's its purpose. That's kale's purpose. It's not a food. We use it as a food, but one, it's hard to digest. Two, it's difficult to chew. There's a reason. This is nature's way of telling you, don't eat this. It's garbage. So yeah, skip the kale, people. What else? Tomatoes, your basil is your number one. Basil and marigolds, top of the list. Asparagus, carrots, celery, lettuce, parsley, spinach, onions, like all the garlic, leeks, any of that kind of onion family sort of thing. Avoid tomatoes with cabbage, beets, peas, fennel, dill, rosemary, corn, and potatoes. You're not going to get any benefit out of mixing those.
Okay. So Farmer's Almanac 2026 is already available.
Say again?
Farmer's Almanac 2026 is already available.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
I will probably be ordering that because that'll be in-flight reading for me now. Thank you for that.
Yeah. Farmer's Almanac is awesome. It will tell you like what to expect for weather. So that way you know when now you have a greenhouse, but most people don't. So that tells you when to plant. So like up north, when I lived in Massachusetts, the hard rule was you do not ever plant before Memorial Day. Because it will frost and it will die. And it was a hard rule. Because anytime I said, oh, it's nice and warm, I think I'm gonna, no, it frosted and everything.
I have to correct myself. Farmer's Almanac will be ready August 26th for 2026.
Yeah. So, and they're shockingly good about weather, which I don't understand considering they can't figure out the weather for tomorrow, but Farmer's Almanac knows a year in advance.
Okay. I will be getting my book. So anyway, so I love berries. All right. So my berry trees. So I have a peach tree that has peaches on it. So we will see. And here's the thing with trees, especially berry trees, you got to be zoned correctly.
Yeah. Yeah. Right? If you're not in zones are everything.
Yeah.
So you need to know if like in each zone, there's sometimes an A, B, and C. So if you are, say, zone 9, that's me now, down in Florida, I'm zone 9B. So plants that will grow in 9A, it's touch or go here. Simply because we have a different heat index, more sun, yada, yada. So things that will grow well there may not grow well here.
I also have a shorter growing season than you.
The growing season down here starts in February.
Yeah, no.
And it goes to like November.
So for me, my growing season is not going to start until like maybe April. And that's when with a greenhouse, I could take some plants, leave them in my greenhouse for a little while before I get them outside.
Yeah.
All right. So there's that. But I have a lot of berry trees, and this is I love going to like nurseries where it's like not like going to Home Depot and getting my stuff unless it's like the only option, but going to a nursery where they're knowledgeable about the area. So I have two cherry trees.
Okay.
One is a sweet cherry tree, which I just picked up this year. So it'll fruit next year. And I got a pie cherry tree last year, which fruited this year. All right. And those are two different cherries.
Yeah.
All right. You don't pick pie cherries and pop them in your mouth.
No.
No.
No. No. Mm-mm.
But I have
No.
one each. And also being aware with because I have the berry trees, berry bushes, is are they self-pollinating or do I need two of them?
Right.
Because I wanted a Bing cherry, but I only wanted one sweet cherry. And the guy's like, no, you can't have a Bing cherry because you need two of them.
Yeah.
So he says, if you want a sweet cherry, this is begins with an L. Don't ask me what it is. It's now in my yard.
Yeah.
All right. And also letting the nursery know this is how I plan to plant it. Like I'm putting it in a container. I mean, it's not a little container, it's a big container. It's still going into a container,
Right.
So what
So
is
that matters for a lot of plants because they have some certain plants, especially trees, bushes, have deep roots.
yeah.
And if you have a deep rooted bush, container's not going to work for you. It's going will work for a while, and then it's going to die.
So I also wanted lemons and oranges, and there was just no way I could get a lemon or an orange tree for my zone to grow outside. I mean, I can have it in the greenhouse over the summer, but I have to be able to bring them inside for winter.
Yeah. Yeah. See, now I have a tangerine, a lemon, a lime, pear, two pear actually, one of the hard pears, one of the soft pears, and a plum, a banana in my front yard, in the ground,
Nice.
because I can. Because
See,
I'm in Florida.
here's my other problem too. Um, wildlife. All right. So part of the reason why everything's in my fenced-in backyard is to keep the deer out.
Yeah.
All right, because there's a lot of work to do this to provide a buffet for the deer.
Right? Yeah. And the deer you have up there are in the north are much more robust than the deer we have down here. Like I was shocked when I moved down here how teeny the deer are down here. They're tiny, like teeny, teeny, tiny. And these are adults. You'll see like a whole herd of them, and they're all up and down the highway. And you'll see them on the side of the road. And I was like, they're all like miniature. They're half the size of the deer in Massachusetts. Like half the size. And I don't know if that's because of the heat, something as big as a deer up there. I don't know.
I don't know. They
But
do.
you would think with the amount of food, they would be larger, but they're not. So there's got to be another factor there.
Okay. Well, that I can't answer for you. I have no idea. All right. So thank you for these notes. I am sure I'm going to have you back on.
Yes, I will send you. I will actually send you right now, so you can post. I can post it myself.
Yeah.
What I will do is I will post a. Okay. I can't actually post it on the video, so I will send it to you. I have a from Farmer's Almanac before I came down, or before I came on. I went and I downloaded one of their companion planting guides. It's an image. So that way you can look at it and determine for yourself, where should this best go in the garden?
Yeah.
Because you'll get a higher yield, more bang for your buck.
Yeah.
So,
My zucchini's not doing well, but it's because I'm not willing to help pollinate it. So it's not pollinating on its own.
yeah.
So I probably will. I like zucchini, but I'm probably not going to plant zucchini again because if there's more work than there already is,
Yeah.
okay.
I get it.
So I'm maybe down the line I'll put zucchini back in, but my cucumbers are doing well, and I've got eggplant,
Okay.
so I'm pretty excited about the eggplant. Um, that and bugs.
Now, the right companion planting will reduce your bug load. So,
All right, so it's on my list. We'll be getting the next year's issue, a Farmer's Almanac, so I can plan things a little bit better.
yeah, and their website has like tons of articles on there about best companion plantings and things like this. And you can deep dive every vegetable you're going to plant to the point where it will make you crazy. There's so much information on there. It's worth the time.
All right, and so there's the flip side. What if you're actually successful gardening and you have lots of stuff?
You get to share it with people.
Okay, so my thought is I don't have enough yet to share. Haven't gotten that far yet.
Yeah, mine is growing. I'm sharing. It's like, here, have these, have these, have these. Yeah, so with I've already given away like tons of tomatoes, tons, because there's more than I can eat. So I brought some to my neighbor, gave some to friends, because there's too many. There's too
Yeah,
many.
we also have the food banks up here. I've got 2 local food banks. So my thought is that if I have more, because everyone around here has gardens. So, you know, I don't know, maybe I'll have a conversation with them is like you plant this and I'll plant that and we'll swap. Might
Yeah.
might be an option, but I'm not that far along. And now I'm planning to have a conversation with my husband about extending the fenced in area to go a little bit deeper so I can put more 25-gallon containers.
Yep. Yeah. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of work, but it's a lot of fun.
Yeah. All right. So next week we'll be live. I will be at Colorado. However, I'm not teaching on the Sunday. At least I don't think I'm teaching on the Sunday. I'm not sure. Could be. But anyway, being as this is not like time specific, Denise and I are going to do book club and talk
Nice.
about a couple of business books that we like.
Excellent.
All right. All right, Angie, thank you so much for taking time out of your day to be here. I really appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.